In Northampton, police responded to a reported stabbing on West Street this morning. A 43-year-old Springfield man claimed he was walking along a bike trail when he was attacked from behind by two men. The man reported being stabbed in the head, both arms, and one of his legs. The two suspects stole cash from the victim before running off, and that victim is currently receiving medical treatment for his injuries. Northampton police are investigating.